Yo, what's going on, guys? All right, we're gonna be setting up a new board today, finally. Been pushing this one way too long. Gonna be setting up Chapman. Been riding Chapmans for like, I don't know. Honestly, I couldn't even tell you, 10 years, something like that. This is one of their blanks, but I just throw the sticker right on there. Nice, clean, black, kind of wood grain. And yeah, these trucks definitely gotta go too. I mean, they've been cracked for a while. Next time I'm at the shop, I'll probably pick up a pair. Okay, so for my board size, I've been riding 8.5s for a while now. I think the length of them, which I think you could pick, I just don't care or even think about it, but I think the length kind of throws off my flip tricks. You know, I think if it was a shorter wheelbase or a shorter board, I might, you know, be flicking it a little better. And just overall with how much I flip my board and how technical I am on mini ramp, smaller board would probably help, but I don't know, just kind of gotten used to this size, and I like having that comfort, especially when I'm like, you know, just cruising around in bowls and things like that. I feel like this size is just pretty versatile. So right now I'm at Jupiter Skatepark, I believe it's called. It's in Hollywood, Florida. I just drove 3 hours to get here because it was pouring basically everywhere else. So I just kept driving south, hoping that, you know, the weather would change, and luckily it did. It's clouds for a while, but I got here, they just passed, and it's so hot here. It's way different than New York. You know, if the sun's out, it might not dry that quick. Here it just evaporates immediately and is, you know, pretty good. You could skate pretty quickly after it rains, so. Park looks dry. I learned this from a skate shop back in the day. I used to do it just to like, so the edges wouldn't peel up. Does it help? Maybe a little bit. Cool. Make sure there's no bubbles. Cool. Looks good to me. Wow, yeah, this thing is just absolutely destroyed. So for trucks, I'm not sure the exact size. I ride Indy hollows normally, and I try to match them up. They're like pretty evenly matched with this 8.5, so I don't know what that correlates to with the numbers of the trucks. I can't keep up with all the different truck company numbers. Nice, look at that. Somehow still together. So I don't know what it is with changing boards. I've never been a fan of just constantly changing them. And as I got older, I realized like it's probably could be hurting me, you know? If you get used to skating a brand new board over and over, you know, you're gonna get used to just that snap and a consistent pop, and, you know, probably have more grip tape, board won't fall off as much, you know, you'll just have more control overall. But I don't know what it is. It's something about that first initial stage when you set up the new board. You got to adjust new wheels, and it's like the popping is different. I don't know, I like the feeling of it breaking in, and I know like every crevice on the board, you know, until it's just really not working well. Also, when I was young, I had no money at all, so that's just kind of how I had to skate. You know, you just make the board last as long as humanly possible, and then you're skating hand-me-downs, you know, after that. But like I said, if this is something you love to do, and it's your hobby and it's your thing, like there's nothing wrong with spending the money to make sure you got, you know, a good board, good equipment to do it. But yeah, it's just one of those things, you retain these habits from the past, and at a certain point, you're like, is this serving me? I'm not really sure, you know? And I've probably said this in other videos when I was doing a board setup video, but I don't think the board really makes that much of a difference. You know, these small little things, they can help, you know. Just, I don't think it's that much, you know? And maybe if you're going like to skate vert, to street, maybe the board like, or the width of the trucks or the mega ramp, you want like a really wide board that you feel stable on. But ultimately, And in my own skating, I don't think these little changes really matter. Like ultimately, it's about the work you put in and just figuring out the tricks, you know, and it can help. But I think we tend to distract ourselves more with the idea of buying things or trying things and focusing on like using money and these other, they're almost like distractions from just putting in the simple work that you need to put in. So funny though, I've been skating for 25 years. You'd think I'd just have gotten a drill by now. All right, cracked truck on the front. Also, shout out to Chapman, Glenn and Greg. They've been in the industry for 30 plus years. And I've, been going in there forever and just talking with them, and they've helped me out with contests and everything. And it's just really cool to see just such good people that have helped build the skateboarding world, printing, doing all these things for brands. And, I'm just really thankful that I've gotten to meet them and that they hooked me up with boards and they've helped me out over the years. I will say that 3-hour drive down south, it got much hotter down here. This sweatshirt's definitely coming off. So for wheels, I generally ride 52 millimeter 101A Formula 4 Spitfires. That for me has just been a pretty consistent wheel, but generally any 101A wheel around that size will do. I don't like to go bigger than that just because when I'm doing all these technical mini ramp tricks, it just feels like they're too big. And I'm just kind of like waiting for them to break in at that point. So I feel like if I just buy them a little small, I don't have to wait as long to feel like comfortable. But yeah, I leave them on for a good amount of time. Like you could tell these are definitely worn down. So again, that's another thing. Could I buy 50 millimeter wheels and constantly just have fresh wheels and keep them around that size to build consistency? Yeah, but I don't know. I just don't like changing it that much and don't really want to spend the money, to be honest. And the trucks, I don't think that's something I probably will never grow out of. I don't like new trucks. I mean, yeah, you could always just put bushings in there, but I like the feeling of having the feeble mark, the crook mark, just like so deeply ingrained that when I go up, my board just knows exactly where to lock in. So even if I had a truck sponsor, I couldn't imagine, just changing it all the time. I like that broken in feeling. Nice, looking pretty good. And one final touch. All right, so this isn't actually a sticker. This is more like a car or window kind of decal, so you gotta be careful when peeling it or you peel off the leather, which I already did, so I'm not good at this. There we go. Definitely bubbled that. Crazy how much hotter it is over here. I'm dripping sweat right now. Okay, gonna try this thing out. I had an idea on the way here. I wanna try to do 25 switch tricks on a quarter pipe. Not sure if that's too easy, too hard, but yeah, let's find out. All right, no warm-ups, straight into it. Nice, only 5 tricks in, definitely just pulled my groin.
That felt so easy.
Guess that's why people warm up. Okay, I think that's 15. That was my first time doing that one. Pretty awkward.
I know you got scared of that. You got into it. You was like, oh shit.
Love that trick. So hard though. Full commit right here. Okay, 20 down, 5 to go. It's actually harder than you think. In my mind, it's just like, yeah, so many switch and nollie tricks, but once you remove the nollie, I'm like, wait, there's actually not that many tricks that I do. Like the switch back tail reaver, I actually just learned. Switch nose blunt, got lucky on. Probably should have took a while. And that switch front blunt took way too long. So it starts to add up. You know, you think you could do them all quickly, and then it turns out you can't. All right, last 5. Tell me that counted. Wow, that last one was a battle. Felt so good to roll away though. Forgot what it felt like to have grippy grip tape. Helps so much. A few of those tricks I'd never done before. Also, my knee started hurting a lot, I think from the 3-hour drive. So a few tricks I couldn't do that I wanted to do. Overall though, fun session. That's gonna be it for me today. I'll see you guys tomorrow.